Okay guys, today we're going to be making a mitosis foldable. Mitosis is a type of nuclear division that allows us to make more of our regular body cells. So with mitosis, you are going to have to know the name of each stage and what is happening inside the cell at each stage. So for today's activity, you're going to need your note taker 8 on mitosis. You're going to need 3 pieces of paper. Yours are going to be white, but I'm using colored paper so that you can see how I offset the pages. And then you need something to write with. So we're going to start with our paper here, and we're going to get our foldable set up. What you're going to do is you're going to take your 3 papers and you're going to offset them to where there's about a pinky's width of paper showing. Then you're going to take these, you're going to fold them over, and then what this is going to do is it's going to make a booklet that has 6 pages for you. We have our top page, our second flap, our third flap here, our fourth flap, fifth flap, and our sixth flap. And then we're going to pass a stapler around the room, and what you're going to do is you're going to put a staple here and a staple here, and what that staple is going to do, it's going to hold it so that your papers, when you shake it, don't fall out. Now, at this point, I'm going to demonstrate what's going to be up on the smartboard for you. The rest of the directions will be up there for you to follow along, but I want to make sure you understand them. So what you're going to do first is you have to label each of the flaps with the phases of the cell cycle. So they are going to be up on the smartboard, but they're also going to be in our notes. So the first phase of the cell cycle is going to be interphase. So you're going to write interphase at the bottom of the first flap or the top flap. Then you're going to continue to label down. You're going to have interphase, prophase, prometaphase, and metaphase, as you see on the board, are going to go on the same flap. You're going to have anaphase, telophase, and then our very final flap will say cytokinesis. Then what you're going to do on each page is you're going to have to now refer to your notes. So we're going to look at interphase in the notes, and you'll notice there is a description, which you should have already filled out, and you have a picture. We're going to put both of these on the interphase page. So I would suggest you do the drawing in pencil instead of pen. That way if you make a mistake, you can change it. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw the picture that you see here in your notes, and you're going to draw it here on your paper. So I'm going to draw a circle, which is going to represent my cell wall, cell membrane, because this is an animal cell. I'm going to draw these 2 things up at the top, which look like exclamation marks. These are called centrioles. And then I'm going to have a nuclear membrane. Here's my nucleolus inside. And then I'm just going to put lots and lots and lots of dots to represent that in here there's all these chromosomes that are just floating around. They're almost like a big tangled mess at this point. And then off to the sides, I'm going to write the description of what's happening in the cell on my foldable. You're going to do this for each page, so I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to show you my done copy so that you can see what yours should look like. So here we have a done copy of the foldable. You do not have to cut yours to look like a cell like mine. You're going to leave yours rectangle. So I have the picture for interphase. I have the name. I have a description of what's happening in the cell. And then once all of that is written, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color code my foldable. So here I've put my cell membrane in blue. So on every single picture, my cell membrane will be blue. And then wherever I talk about the cell membrane, here it is in my description, I'm going to underline cell membrane in blue. On my cell, my centrioles are pink. So on every picture, Centrioles are going to be colored pink, and anytime I use the word centrioles in my description, I'm going to underline it in pink. You're going to need 6 colors, and I will have a list on the smartboard of the parts that you need to color code and make sure you underline in your in the written part of the foldable. So we have interphase, prophase, prometaphase, metaphase, they share a picture and a description, anaphase, telophase, and then finally we have our 2 separate cells that have been created, and this is going to be cytokinesis. So take your time with this, make it nice and neat. When you're done with it, it goes into your folder for next class.